Gloom. Welcome. It's your friendly caregiver, Kevin L. Right now, I'm still um, putting up this information about secured party creditor and the process. You mean as shown in the Redemption Manual 4.5. A record for myself and for my posterity. Alright, so, you know what I mean? I just continue studying like I've been studying, reading like I've been reading, and cross-referencing like I've been cross-referencing. And, talk about funny shit that happened at work. Because, the topic of conversation is sun virus, coronavirus. So, of course, that'll come up sometime or another. Because it's going to be tied into this shit somewhere. It actually already is, because this coronavirus is some public safety shit. You know what I mean? And as such, you know what I mean? They're gonna use it to get more into your private life, as is already being done. But acceptance for value is where I'm at. Acceptance for value, as in, what is it? Once the real live flesh and blood man, woman has filed a UCC-1 financing statement supported with security agreement in place, taking all rights, titles, and interests in the all capital lettered fiction artificial person, that very so-called name may be spelled with a first name, middle initial, and last name, or straw man woman. When a person, agency, or other public or private corporation submits a letter, bill, or form, which is a presentment, suggesting that you, when it's really the fiction, is being charged with a debt, taxes, or whatever, a personalized letter is sent to the person who signed the letter or form, or to a person responsible for the letter or form or, quote, bill, unquote, being sent to the fiction. That letter explains that you, the real deal, accept the charge for value. This basically tells them you hold title to the fiction and anything connected to the fiction. It gives them notice that they have committed a trespass against your property, your rights. You know what a trespass, it sets in stone that you are the holder in due course. This is a banking securities term and requires a quick refresher definition. In every contract, there must be an offer, acceptance, and a consideration. Corporations specialize in bait and switch tactics to protect themselves in every contractual arrangement, such as when you see a home you like, the real estate agent may have offered the home for sale through various advertisements, right? This is an offer. You look at the home, like it, and the price is right. You tell the real estate agent, yes, I'll take it. At that point, you have become the acceptor of the contract and, of course, the home. And price is the consideration. The home and the price is the consideration. From a legal standpoint, this contract is completed. The offer, acceptance, and consideration are completed right then. The acceptor is the one in charge. In charge, right? And again, these are words we say so flippantly, but in means something and charge means something. So when you're in charge, you know what I mean, in legalese, is something similar, you know what I mean, to what you say in layman's terms. Or how you see it in layman's terms, the similar way is not the concrete way that it is in legalese. But the acceptor is the one in charge. That, at the moment, could be you. Then comes the old switcheroo. Now is when the bait and switch goes down. The real estate agent, unwittingly, as though ignorance of the law is any excuse or defense, then requires you to fill out a form in which you make an offer, and they, the seller, become the acceptor. The bait and switch is complete. It's that simple. You have now voluntarily become a debtor forever, even if you pay cash for the place or later pay off the mortgage. Why? Why can't you pay it off? Why can't you pay it off? Seems like simple math, right? You cannot extinguish debts with a debt instrument. I don't even have a debt instrument in my wallet right now to show you. But you know where there is one? Bonds, deposit, debentures, FD, debenture, debt instruments, debt instrument. The dollar is a debt instrument. These are Federal Reserve notes. With all the security features and shit. And what they all mean. So, you cannot extinguish debts with a debt instrument, i.e. Federal Reserve notes. Debt plus debt equals debt. Credit minus debt equals zero, and the debt is discharged as a promise to pay. You have voluntarily made someone else the holder in due course of the property. They accepted the instrument contract for value. They now own the property. All parts of the contract, including the deed, are now recorded in the property records. Look at your deed. It will have the fictions written in all capital letters. All we really do is add to the so-called national debt whenever you pay those taxes and make that counter offer. National debt. National debt. I'm just saying it be at your fingertips. There you go. And you can get a breakdown. This is what they're saying is the debt per citizen. Each citizen, they say, owe $3,650 to the state. And then you got the tie into the local debt per citizen, $6,424. So there you have that. So all you do is add to the national debt whenever you pay those taxes and make that counter offer. The debt, however, does not change and remains the same whenever you purchase anything in this manner. As an example, when you receive a notice of property taxes on your home, the taxing authority is really making you an offer. When you pay the taxes, you are making a counter offer because your payment will not extinguish the debt or cancel it out. They will accept your counter offer, but the debt will still be there. Get it? That's why there's a recurring cycle of paying bills. By the way, the notice of property tax due will be made out to your fiction, the debtor, all caps. Keep these things in mind when you purchase a home, land, auto, open a bank account, apply for a license, etc. You must make the contract. Make the seller the offerer and yourself, the real flesh and blood man with your name spelled correctly, the acceptor of the offer. This puts you officially in charge. You will be the holder in due course. You keep the original contract and give the offerer a copy. Do not record the contract unless you want to give up the allodial title to the property. There's a word, allodial. Let's go to Black's Law. 4th edition. I'm going to open up the 6th edition in a second. Allodial. I find it funny that I'm talking to myself, recording myself, studying. Match case. See? Just got to do it different. Allodial. Allodial is free, not holden of any lord or superior. See, it's lords here. You be talking about the Lord in the Bible, but there are lords here on the earth. Motherfuckers calling themselves Lord anyway. It's a title. But allodial means free, not holden of any lord or superior, owned without obligation of vassalage or fealty, the opposite of feudal. All right. Unless you want to give up the allodial title, the free title to the property. Recordings are not required, as you are the sovereign and the original contract is all you need to prove and establish ownership. You will want to do a UCC-3 amendment filing and add the newly acquired property to your commercial affairs. Now, with this explanation covered, let's move to the person agency that wrote the letter or sent the bill presentment, charging that your debtor owes something. Understand that as to a bill, it is a part of total amount due, and therefore there may be a larger dollar amount at issue here to deal with. And as applied to some matter dealing with a contract, i.e. credit card, not only is there that larger amount total due, there is also the issue as to the agreement, contract, as to 1. Was there a meeting of the minds as to the contract? 2. Was there fraud on the contract? 3. Was it an unconscionable contract? Unconscionable. Let's go to dictionary.com real quick. Unconscionable.
Unconscionable. Unconscionable.
Yeah. Not guided by conscience. Unscrupulous. Not in accordance with what is just or reasonable. Excessive. Alright, we're getting there. Is it unconscionable? Alright. Alright, we're getting there. Everything freezing up, doing dumb shit. Alright. But to address the above issues as to a contract, you can utilize the conditional acceptance for value for proof of claim to allow the other side to provide proof of claim that there was a meeting of the minds, that there was no fraud on in the contract, and or that it was not an unconscionable contract, at which time, per your agreement, you will continue to pay on or pay the contracted debt. The proofs of claim are presented, and closing caveat paragraphs stipulate that the other side agrees to accept by and through their silence and general acquiescence. Caveat.
caveat,
a warning or caution, admonition. Law, a legal notice to a court or public officer to suspend a certain proceeding until the notifier is given a hearing. A caveat filed against the probate of a will. A legal notice to a court or public officer to suspend a certain proceeding until the notifier is given a hearing. All right. Are presented in closing caveat paragraphs stipulate that the other side agrees to accept by and through their silence and general acquiescence. See Section 6, Conditional Acceptance for Value, for details. After filing the UCC-1 financing statement, sometime later, you may request and pay discharge via money order for a certified copy of your UCC-1. Though it's not absolutely necessary, the computer printed acknowledgement copy of your UCC-1 is self-evident. It speaks for itself. Or the hard copy from a mail-in filing, or hard copy pasted up from your computer filing. See Section 5. You are now the holder in due course of the property known as the debtor strawman. The property, collateral, and any contracts, implied or otherwise associated with your debtor. You now have effectively filed a superior security interest in the same. In respect to the presentment offer, you can draft a letter stating, I am the holder in due course, as referenced on page 23, second paragraph above. Then, because you have become the acceptor of the presentment offer, guess who's in charge? You are in charge, and the offerer has been noticed of your status. Keep in mind, as the secured party, creditor, it is your duty and responsibility to accept for value and discharge the debt liability of your debtor via the presentments that come in. In the commercial venue, all transactions take place with your debtor, and you're the creditor, so accept and discharge. See Section 6, the discharge of debt as applied today, for your edification, so you may understand the reality before you run out there and start discharging. Take advantage of the benefits of UCC-1 financing statement and of having the security and protection of a security agreement in place to protect you, your family, possessions, property, and wages. The comprehensive security agreement as found in this book is non-dischargeable by any Title II bankruptcy court and is fully 100% transferable to any heir or assign. This security agreement carries a fully functional fidelity bond and indemnity clause. The collateral covered is extensive. Learn to use and file UCC-1 form, UCC-3's acceptance for value, process, copy, certification by document custodian, and the exclusive tort process. Keep an exact record of color copies of your documents, proofs of service, post office green cards, mail receipts, firm mailing book page in a binder. getting funny here. About to shut it down. In a binder with all the documents in a protective plastic sheets, right? This is really imperative to keep your records exact and at your fingertips when needed. All right. That's where we're going to stop. Keep your records. Keep your records. Keep good records. Having said that, the time that I was away doing slavery for the state of Virginia Corporation, you know what I mean, I kept my books, you know what I mean, to the cent, you know what I mean, for the whole time. So I know how to keep, you know what I mean, meticulous records. You know what I mean? It's important that we start doing these things for ourselves and our posterity, because, you know what I mean, it creates a succession. It creates a, you know, a flow, smooth flow through the line. I ain't gonna hold y'all up though. Love, light, give care.